Werewolf Gaming back in action, and today we're going to be talking about the Savage Wolverine Assault Rifle. This is one of those weapons that quietly becomes a monster once you understand how its talent works. The talent is called Perfectly Close and Personal, and basically agency rewards aggressive playstyle, giving you a massive weapon damage boost after every kill, and when you're constant in long fights, the damage uptime stays high. Now pair that with the Heartbreaker gear set, and you're stacking bonus armor, amplified weapon damage, and post-base damage boosts all at once. On top of that, agents, add the Memento backpack, and now you've got even more weapon damage, bonus armor on kill, and armor regeneration, and long-term scaling that only gets stronger as the fight goes on. Between the weapon's talent, the Heartbreaker stacks, the Memento trophies, and raw red core scaling, this build has damage coming from every direction. Sustained DPS, burst damage, and survivability all working together. This is the kind of setup that lets you stay aggressive, stay alive, and absolutely melt enemies without ever slowing down on heroic content. So if this is the type of build that you're looking for, agents, stay tuned. It's D Werewolf Gaming, and let's get into it. Alright, agents, so the star of the show is the Savage Wolverine. This is an amazing assault rifle, agents, and it really stands out because of its talent. This gun is fully maxed out, as you can see, with a weapon expertise of 30%. The handling is pretty decent on this weapon. We do have a really decent reload time of 1.65 seconds, and the talent is called Perfectly Close and Personal. Basically, killing a target within 7 meters grants 38% increase in weapon damage for 10 seconds. The mods we do have is a 5% critical hit chance plus 15 rounds in the magazine, and we also are utilizing the linked laser pointer. For secondary agents, doesn't matter, use whichever ACS-12 shotgun you have. The main thing about this gun here is called a stack broker, but this gun RPM is what truly stands out. It's faster than most ACS-12 shotguns, but just use whichever weapon you have if you don't have this one. Now, agents, we are using 4 pieces of the Heartbreaker set, which gives us 15% increase in assault rifle and LMG damage, 15% increase in weapon handling, and the talent is called Heart Stopper. Basically, headshots apply post for 5 seconds. Weapon hits on post enemies as they stack a plus 1% bonus armor and 1.1% weapon damage to post enemies up to a max of 50. So you get the 50 stacks, agents, that you have basically 55% increase in weapon damage. 2 stacks are lost each second though. As far as the core attribute, we do have a weapon damage core, and agents, everything on this build, we will either be going for critical hit chance or critical hit damage on all the attributes. The chest is the Hunter Killer chest piece, agents. It is the name chest piece for the golden gear set, which comes with 10% increase in status effect, but we was primarily utilizing this chest for the talent. The core attribute, we do have an armor core, and again, all the attributes are either critical hit chance or critical hit damage. The talent is called Perfect Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, you gain 1 stack each second up to a max of 10. Each stack increases weapon damage by 4% to enemies within 10 meters. So keep in mind, they do have to be within 10 meters and you have to have bonus armor. But you can get up to 40% increase in weapon damage whenever you do have all the stacks. All stacks are lost when you don't have any bonus armor. Now, if you don't have this chest piece, agents, like I said, there are multiple ways you can obtain this. You can actually take out those hunters, or you can actually, during the winter event that lasts till January 6th. But you can easily just, any chest piece you prefer, you can just roll the talent Intimidate. The only difference between the perfect version and the regular version is the regular version you only get up to 36% increase in weapon damage versus the perfect you get 40%, but everything else remains the same. We do have the Heartbreaker holster on, and we do have a weapon damage core for the core attribute with a 12% critical hit damage attribute. For the knee pads, we do have an armor core for the core attribute and a 6% critical hit chance attribute. For the Heartbreaker gloves, we do have the armor core for the core attribute, and again, another 6% critical hit chance attribute. And we do have the Memento backpack. Comes with all 3 cores. You get a weapon, armor, and a skill tier. We do have a 6% critical hit chance attribute on it as well. The talent is called Kill Confirm. Enemies you kill drop a trophy. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff. The first one scales with the number of core attributes that you have equipped. For every red core, for every trophy collected, you gain 5% increase in weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency, and agents, that is based on the number of cores you have on your build. For example, if you look at my build, I do have 3 red cores. So basically every trophy I collect, I will get up to 15% increase in bonus weapon damage and 40% increase in bonus armor. On top of that, agents, 5% increase in skill efficiency. Now, also, for every trophy collected, you gain an additional plus 1% weapon damage and 1% skill efficiency, and also 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. Keep in mind, when you do have all 30 stacks, you have 30% increase in weapon damage, skill efficiency, and 3% armor regeneration, agents. Now, so let me point out some things, agents. We got a lot of damage on this build. The talent on the Savage Wolverine, as you can see, whenever we proc that talent, we'll be getting 38% increase in weapon damage for 10 seconds. This build is all about playing up close. Whenever we do have our full stacks with the Heartbreaker set, you basically get the 55% increase in weapon damage. So you get 38 from the weapon, you get a 55% increase in weapon damage when you have all stacks of the Heartbreaker set. Top of that, you're going to be getting 40% increase in weapon damage when you have all stacks from the Perfect Intimidate talent on the Hunter Killer chest. And also, when you have 30 stacks with the Memento from the trophies, that is 30% increase in weapon damage as well. So, agents, we got a lot of weapon damage on this build. We are using the Crusader Shield. It does scale with the number of blue and yellow cores that you have in your build, so we do have a tier 6 with that. And agents, we are also using the Artificer Hive, which is only available on the Technician class. Basically, agents, what that does is it boosts your skill efficiency, skill duration, and basically it just makes your skills and everything just work a lot more better, and they become more efficient. Makes your shield a lot stronger. So overall, this works great. But if you don't want to use this, agents, you can easily just use the Revival Hive, since we are playing on heroic content, and there are times where you can't go down and maybe have to start a mission over. Let's take a look at the global modifiers. Again, this build works without any global modifiers, but if you are utilizing the global modifier, agents, I do recommend that you do recruit all of your companions. And basically, only thing you need to do, agents, you need to get 10 out of 10 out of each one of your companions. That is assault, medic, and engineering, and just fast travel to the safe houses and keep recruiting until you get all 10 out of 10, and you'll be up to 15% increase in weapon damage, 20% increase in hazard protection, and 15% increase in skill efficiency. Now, agents, if you deactivate your active modifier, and you pay attention to the passive bonuses right there, everything is doubled. So if you don't want to use your companion and you deactivate your active modifier, you'll be up to 30% increase in weapon damage, skill efficiency, and 30% increase in skill efficiency, and 40% increase in hazard protection. So that is another option as well for those who just don't enjoy using the companion. For our passive modifiers, we do have No Escape. When you and your companion aim at the same target, you gain 15% increase in headshot damage. We also have Supply Line. Basically, every 3 kills by your companion instantly reloads your weapon and grants 30 high velocity rounds. And we also are utilizing Rapid Tactics. When your companion uses the active ability, your cooldowns are reduced by 30%. Keep in mind, we're not really utilizing skills too much, so that use whichever passive modifier you prefer there. As far as our weapon stats, without any buffs from the Memento backpack, we are sitting right there at 133,305 weapon damage with the Savage Wolverine. Critical hit chance of 51% with 81% critical hit damage and 75% headshot damage. Keep in mind, agents, this build is not focused primarily on critical hit chance or critical hit damage. We're mostly getting a lot of our damage from my chest piece, which is giving us 40% increase in damage. Our gun is giving us up to 38% increase in weapon damage. Memento backpack is giving us 30%, and also our gear set is giving us an additional 55%. So we got a lot of damage coming from all sources. As far as the armor in this build, is a pretty balanced build in my opinion. We do have 1,526,402 armor, no armor on the kill. It is showing 0 armor regeneration, but keep in mind, agents, when we do get our 30 stacks from the Memento backpack, we'll be sitting right there at 3% armor regeneration on this build. Now, let's take a look at the class specialization. We are utilizing the Technician, agents, and you need to because of one of the items I'm using. But basically, you get 12% increased damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. Also, one reason I enjoy using this specialization is for the passive that you get. You do get 1 skill tier passive, which is great. And this is the only class specialization where you will have access basically to the Artificer Hive. Basically, it sends out micro electro booster drones that expend themselves to increase allied skills efficiency and refresh the duration. Periodically, it also releases a drone while holstered. This drone affects only your skills though, so not any allies, anything, just only yours. So overall, this is an amazing item to use in your builds. And one other thing I do want to point out, agents, is that in order to use the link laser pointer, you have to have the rifle element equipped. One thing I do want to point out is, since we're primarily focusing on our assault rifle, make sure you got the correct weapon element equipped to get your 15% increase in assault rifle damage. It will make a lot of difference in the build and the amount of damage that you are doing in the gameplay. Now, the link laser pointer is great, agent, because what it does is it continuously posts targets at which that you are aiming at. So overall, the only way you'll be able to use this underbarrel attachment is if you have the rifle element equipped as well. And that way you'll be able to constantly keep posting those enemies, building up your bonus armor, and also increasing your weapon damage their entire time during the gameplay. I do want to mention, agents, you can also put this talent, the link laser pointer, on any ACS 12 shotgun as well to help you build up those Heartbreaker stacks very fast as well. This is how you obtain the Savage Wolverine Assault Rifle. Field research, which you will find this under the firewall specialization. And basically, agents, if you scroll down, you see stage 1, basically stage 2. You have to complete all of those tasks until you get to stage 4. When you get to stage 4, you have to complete whatever task it's telling you to do, and then it will give you the blueprint to be able to craft the Savage Wolverine. It won't give you the weapon, it'll just give you the blueprint. And basically at that point, you'll be able to craft it as many times as you need to be able to get to whatever attributes you want rolled on that weapon. Like I said, and again, you will find this under the firewall specialization, and you have to complete whatever the field requirements to be able to get the blueprint to be able to craft this weapon. All right, agents, if you like the build, let's give it a thumbs up. Agents, I appreciate each and every one of you for your valued time and continued support. If you're new, you like the content, please feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe. And also, agents, turn on the notification bell so you can stay informed whenever I drop videos. Really appreciate each and every one of you for your valued time and continued support. Now, some things I do want to mention that I did not mention earlier, agents, is that if you put this build together and you notice that you are not doing the same amount of damage I am doing, 2 factors that play a part in my build. For one, agents, is your SHD watch level needs to be at least 1000 to have all your passives unlocked on your watch to be able to do it, be at the baseline of doing the same amount of damage as you see me doing in the gameplay. On top of that, agents, the current max weapon expertise in Division 2 right now is level 30. So if your weapon level expertise level is not at least 30, you will not be getting that 30% increase in additional weapon damage on your build that I do have on my weapons. All right, agents, so stick around. I am going to finish up the rest of this mission. For those who enjoy watching the gameplay, stay strong, stay sharp, D Werewolf out.
System curtailed. System reactivated.
Target down!
System malfunctioning. System back online.
What the hell is this? We got TIC!
System disrupted. System restored. Malfunctioning. System reactivated.
Get around that shield! I'm ready for you! Ow!
System disrupted. System restored. System malfunctioning.
Battle Tango incoming. We can wipe them out!
Activated.
Airburst deployed. I can do this all day.
System back online.
Should have stayed in the bar! What?
System disrupted. System restored.
I'm closing down over here! Open it, fuck! Do not let them fight! He's too damn close! Stop with using shield. Give me a second! Enemies on the...
System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
We're showing Black Tusk activity on the roof. Can't afford to.